Two electric motors, a recharging plug and banks of batteries. It's hardly the sales pitch for a flagship supercar from a renowned sports car brand. But the Porsche 918 isn't your average hybrid car. For starters, it's got a thumping race-bred 4.6 litre V8 engine and a lightweight carbon fibre body, not to mention the sort of output that could power a small town. So in many ways, this car is the supercar of the future. Except the future is here and now. Since 2010, Porsche has been working on producing its fastest, most high-tech car, the sort of car it refers to as the business card for future models. But it's not cheap, selling in Europe for €750,000. If you wanted to buy one here, by the time you add local taxes, it's the best part of $2 million, although it does pack in plenty of technology. It uses race car know-how and teams it with two electric motors to all up make a whopping 652 kilowatts of power, more than double that of a regular Porsche 911, and even more than an F1 car. Torque too is stratospheric at a huge 1280 newton metres, and it's all fed through four wheels, although most goes to the rear. The 4.6 litre V8 teams with a 115 kilowatt electric motor to power those rear wheels, while it's left to a 95 kilowatt motor to do the job on the front wheels. So the 918 is ferocious, leaping from a standstill. But it can also be quite sedate, able to take off purely using electric power. So coming out, 60 k's an hour, hit it, it still accelerates pretty well, considering we're in full electric mode. Bit of a whine, but then make it bark. And it's a pretty different story. It's got a lot more squirt and a lot more noise from that V8. And that acceleration is nothing short of brutal. You've got so much grunt from low in the rev range, and it pulls all the way to 9,000, making that awesome noise along the way. And hit the brakes and it tries to shove you through the windscreen. It really has got phenomenal brakes. My taste test is on a racetrack in Spain, and the car I'm chasing, the car with the camera on it, is a Porsche 911 Turbo, one of the fastest cars on the market. But even then, it's no match for the 918, even when driven on the limit. And down the straight, I've got a lift to stop going up the bum of a 911 Turbo. The 918 is also supremely forgiving for a car that's phenomenally quick. Arrive too fast at a corner and it'll twitch or slide before the electronics quickly lend a helping hand. Then you're back on your way. And then on those brakes, and that is just phenomenal how quickly that stops. This thing is an animal. The speeds you're rolling up to the corners are just incredible. I mean, it really does just rocket into them and rocket out. It's 160 up a tiny straight. Brilliant balance as well. You can feel the car tending from understeer to oversteer. And it is awesome fun, by the way. The best bit is you're coming out of a slow corner, hit it, it just rockets through up to speed, 180 then. It's pretty good. Even on the cool down lap, you suddenly realise just how fast you've been going. I'm sitting on 130 here. You'd barely know it. And you really don't have to worry about using the gear paddles at all, because the car does such a good job of choosing the right ratio. Besides, you're pretty much busy enough trying to sort out which way to go. It is such an accomplished sports car. But as much as it's about going fast, the 918 is also about saving fuel, or in some cases using none at all. To be honest, when you're just cruising around, that V8 engine is very loud. It doesn't give up. So a bit of respite from it, full electric mode, it's actually pretty comfy. And this is one of the cool party tricks of the 918. When you're in a town or a city, put it in electric mode, cruise around. Don't draw much attention, other than the look of the thing. That does tend to stuff that theory. It can be recharged in less than 4 hours and driven on electricity alone for up to 30 kilometres. There are 5 different drive modes, allowing for more aggressive power delivery or more frugal fuel savings. But don't get too excited. You see, apart from the multi-million-dollar price tag that'll probably rule most of us out, the 918 will only be built with the steering wheel on the left-hand side, so it can't be registered in Australia. Still, you could always move overseas. Not a bad idea.